Thank you for joining me. The Introit for Sunday, January 10th is from Isaiah 42 and Psalm chapter 2. Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, my chosen, in whom my soul delights. I will tell of the decree. The Lord said to me, You are my son. Today I have begotten you. Ask of me, and I will make the nations your heritage, and the ends of the earth your possession. You shall break them with a rod of iron, and dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Now therefore, O kings, be wise. Be warned, O rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear, and rejoice with trembling. For his wrath is quickly kindled. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. During last year, there was a common refrain that the next year was going to be better. When the election was in the heights of ugliness, the desire was that after the election day, things would start to calm down. How's that working out for us? The new year highlights the long-standing tensions that exist and have existed. It highlights that the citizens of this nation have invested a lot of hope in the existence of rulers and leaders whom they approve. The tensions that exist highlight the fact that this nation puts a lot of stock in who's running the show. It truly believes that its future rises and falls with the sensibilities of government and leaders. In the psalm, we are reminded quite timely, I might add, that the nations are nothing before God. Here, as we see a nation fighting for a future shaped by political beliefs, we are reminded that all that is believed to be important and matters can easily be shattered by God. Ask of me, and I will make the nations your heritage. You shall break them with a rod of iron and dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. These nations that the psalmist speaks of are so unimportant that they are treated by God like a common household item. Items that are destroyed and replaced. And with that, we are reminded that sometimes that which we believe to hold our futures holds nothing. We see the destruction that happens when people's focus turns from God and is placed upon themselves. It's placed upon government and leaders. And what is being shown is that there is no healing and restoration in anger or anything that is made by man. Now, seemingly more than ever, it's good time to be reminded that those who follow Jesus are first and foremost citizens of the kingdom of heaven. And what that means is that our leader is not a president, regardless of if we approve of them or not. Our leader is God. And as we are reminded in this psalm, we and all God-fearing citizens would do well to remove our fear of the future and instead put that fear we have for the future towards God. As the psalmist says, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Our focus as citizens of the kingdom of heaven has to be God. He is the one in control. He is the one who holds our future. It's not a government. And as we see people who put their hope in government, we see a people who are hopeless because they put their fear in things that can only cause terror. No matter what happens or what laws get passed, our God is still God. Our devotion to him does not stop or even diminish. As the psalmist says, blessed are all who take refuge in him. When we turn to God, we're not helpless, left to put our future into the hands of heathens. When we turn to God, and take refuge in Him, we put our futures into the hands of the Creator of all things. And when we turn away from anger and frustration, when we turn away from our fears and our concerns, when we turn away from selfishness, we see that we have life regardless of what's happening around us. The one who creates all things also creates and destroys the nations and gives us citizenship in the kingdom that is perfect and lasts forever. Thank you for joining me.